All right, so good afternoon. I'm Nick Zorns, the zoning administrator for the city of Los Altos. Today is Wednesday, February 19th. It is 4 o'clock. We're in the community council chambers at City Hall. We have the zoning administrator hearing for today. As a formality, we have to request if there's any public comments for items that are not on the agenda. Seeing no speakers for items not on the agenda. I will also consider the items on the consent calendar, which is the zoning administrator minutes from December 18th. We have not met since then. Those were drafted by staff and I've already reviewed those prior to this meeting. With that being said, I will approve those as drafted and presented on the packet. And we will get to our one and only public hearing item for the day, which is for a design review application at 380 Arboleda Drive. And Ja, you have a brief staff report.
Yes, sure thing. Good afternoon, zoning administrator. This is Jia, associate planner. Before you, I'm presenting a design review application for a new two-story house for your consideration. The subject property's address is 380 Arboleda Drive, located on the south side of Arboleda. The proposed project includes the replacement of existing two-story house with a new 3,905 square foot two-story residence with a 1,211 square foot basement and 320 square foot detached accessory structure. The project is found in compliance with the R1-10 zoning district development standards for the city's municipal code. Furthermore, the proposed project is designed in a modern farmhouse architectural style and found consistent with the single-family residential design guidelines by retaining key design attributes of the existing neighborhood and minimizing the bulk and massing. For the landscaping, there are 30 protected trees on the property. 11 of these trees are proposed for removal due to the poor structural conditions. New landscaping proposes 12 new trees, 14 evergreen screening bushes, and a variety of ground covers and low shrubs to be integrated with existing vegetation to remain. At last, in addition to the required public hearing noticing, the applicant also reached out to the adjacent neighbors in the immediate area. No written comments or concerns have been received by staff from the adjacent neighbors as of the meeting today. With all the information presented, staff now recommend the zoning administrator approve the application subject to the listed findings and conditions. Staff now concludes the presentation and happy to answer any questions.
Okay, Ja, can you just for clarity purposes, just because I'm reading what the staff report says about the trees on site, your staff report states that there are 30 trees on the property, including 11 that are protected trees. 9 of the 11 protected trees are proposed for removal as a part of the project. I thought I heard you say
Oh, yeah.
that kind of inverse. Can you clarify which is correct?
Yes, so there are 30 trees on the site. 11 of them are protected trees, and 9 protected trees are proposed for removal.
Okay,
That's
so 9 trees, not 11 being
No,
removed. Okay, perfect.
sorry for that.
Thank you. I don't have additional questions. I reviewed the plans that staff deemed complete and am ready to consider the project formally. But before I do that, does the project applicant have anything they want to add to what staff has already covered?
I thought Ja's report was pretty complete. The only thing I wanted to add was that we did host the neighbor meeting with the neighbors to the north and west, or the right side and the rear, which are the only 2 adjacent neighbors on this property. And we talked quite a bit. They were both in support of the project, and most of their questions were about the second story and privacy. And we showed them a comparison of the current home, which is also a 2-story house, and it's actually closer to the property lines than the new second story. So they had no objections to the improvements.
Okay. Thank you. And with that, then I will take any public comments for this project. No. So there are no public comments, so I'll close the public hearing. With that, I agree with staff's findings that the project is compliant with the single family design review standards for the city, and that it is compliant with the applicable development standards for the R110 zoning district within the city. And with that, I find the project to be approved as presented today. So following this hearing, with that being said, is staff will prepare a formal approval letter and send it to you guys as the applicants. And then you guys can move forward with building plan check moving forward. Okay. And then with that, there actually are no additional items on today's agenda, so this meeting is adjourned at 4:08. Thank you.